2.2 trillion naira 2024 Appropriation Bill into law. At the signing ceremony, the Governor Sanwo-Olu assured residents of the states for effective implementation of the estimates tagged budget of renewal. Let's share the story with you. MJ, 2.2 trillion naira. That's quite ambitious.
Yeah, Lagos remains the center of excellence and the commercial nerve center of the country, and a subnational that can accommodate a $20 billion investment with the Dangote refinery. No, it's not a joke. The beauty about the Lagos state, this budget, is the fact that it's going to open up a lot of job opportunities. The governor was very specific. He said he is bent on completing ongoing projects like the Okpebi bridge that will link Odoyalaro. I
don't know how they intend to achieve that. Yeah, like I have seen.
Yes, you can see the platforms coming close to yes.
See Yalaro Bridge.
Things like that. Then the red line, which is expected to come on stream this first quarter.
So we now have blue and red line.
Yeah, and so many others like that. So completing the projects. And one other significant thing which the House of Assembly did to assist the government, they increased, the Assembly said, we want you to be able to complete some of these projects. So they increased the budget by about 26 billion. Yeah, through their ways and means, through their oversight functions. And also, in the past, recurrent used to be more than capital, but now there's a reversal. 55% or 1.2 trillion of the Lagos 2024 budget is going on capex, what we call the capital expenditure, while 44% or less than about 1 billion is going on the recurrent, which has overhead, salaries, and stuff like that. So more as you're having more going into capex, which is the capital expenditure, you are opening up the job market. More projects,
infrastructure,
more job opportunities. Because as these monies are going out, of course, artisans who will supply one thing or the other, who will do bricklaying job or something at these construction sites will get paid. And I think for me that is very key.
A lot of people will still say Lagos is that land of opportunity that you don't need to have a cover. You enter Lagos and if you are diligent enough, you can solve problems that you can become a multimillionaire overnight.
I was going to say that when you said it's a land of opportunities for not just the diligent, for the smart. Because you can be diligent, working from morning to night, and just motion without movement, So
the market is there over
the market, of course, that's why you see a lot of people come to Lagos. But even those who don't live in Lagos, they come to trade in Lagos, do business in Lagos, and go back home. Well, it's a very good one. I was especially excited about the fact that 55% is going on capital expenditure. When you have much of your budget, the greater part of budget going on the current expenditure, you are not really what you want to ask yourself, what is going to be the outcome of that? But then I don't know. I know that a lot of projects are ongoing. However, I just want to talk to Lagos State government. There are some people I call the other Lagosians, or the other Lagos. There are areas in this state that do not enjoy much of government presence. For example, if you go to Ayobo is in Alimosho. Alimosho has the highest population. Ayobo has a very big high population of Lagosians.
Densely populated.
If you go to Ayobo, you have lots of estates in Ayobo. This estate, that estate, but their roads are in bad shape. You don't want to go there during the rain season. In fact, if you get to a place called very close to Hangout University that belongs to Deeper Life, there's a road that's off that main road that goes from Yanokpaja to Ayobo. There's a road called Ashikpa Road. That Ashikpa road takes you down to a place called Pako. You can link Igondo area and then Ikotun. That road is in bad shape. You don't want to drive on that road. I mean, yeah, people live there. So, Lagos State government should think of that. As people see, you see all those, you see the bridges, you see the trains, you see the
areas you get to in Ikorodu.
Yeah. Paul, the way you are describing that Ayobera is like you have somebody who's or somebody is giving.
No, it's not only Ayobera. He just mentioned Ikorodu as well. I just gave that one as because I'm familiar with that area, that part of Lagos.
Not the agric area, but when you go into Ikorodu,
shower.
Exactly.
No, man.
Agric.
So let us remember.
You feel the president.
Let the government also remember those places. I think the Lagos State government has tried, all the different administrations from the time of Ashiwaju up till, although I don't want to do grading now. I know that I will score some governors above some other ones, but But let's just say they have tried, but they can do better. They can still do better in so many ways. They can touch so many lives, touch so many areas. So we want to see them justify this. The performance of the budget. We want to see how it's going to perform, and we want to be able to say at the end of the year, say, okay, yes, Governor, you have tried.
If you get transportation rights, in Lagos, things will be easier. So we don't have to all put our vehicles on the road, and if we can perfect that blue and red line, it's going to be very, very nice.
Yeah, it's no government can succeed in fixing all the roads, except because the resources are just limited. Even in some other communities.
There are some major roads in Lagos
that
are not tenable. You can't be telling me no government can fix Obakran Road.
No.
State capital.
Wait.
The dilapidation of Obakran. What are you talking about?
The roads, AY. Roads are...
Area F in front of Ogba.
See, we were somewhere today where we were discussing that Excellence Hotel area. And I think I heard that work will start there next week. Some of these things, they are not as easy. I have been in government. They are not as easy as, you say, ABC. Honestly. But I'm not giving an excuse for government. Why people must feel governance. But I have been there, and I know the way these things work. Files must move before. You can't just say, fix that thing, and it's done, like you have in the private sector. So that's why we need to understand some of these things.
Okay, we have a caller. Olamide is calling us. Yes, Olamide. Thank you for staying with us.
The network.
Are you there?
The network.
Okay.
So it's an Herculean task, but then they have elected, Sanwo-Olu elected to govern us with a campaign that, yes, he begged us, and we voted for him. So he shouldn't give us any excuse. He must go out there and work. Of course, he's working. But I must say, I know how these things run. It is not easy. Especially you see so many things contending for the same resources. How many of us are paying taxes? In a state of 22 million people, we are not up to 1 million that are paying our taxes. Yes, it's a fact. We are not up to 1 million. And out of the 1 million, the tax that really matters, not the tax that people like me and you pay. The tax that really matters is not up to 10% of the 1 million.
But Lagos anticipates a high GR of 1.2 trillion, which is something very, very much above what some other states are getting or are going to get. I understand what he's saying, but we cannot be making excuses for government.
That's what I'm saying. We are not making excuses for them, but we also have to face the reality.
I want to say something.
There are about 6,000 roads in Lagos.
Well, okay, we're talking about roads. What about investment in health sector? If we go to the primary healthcare centers, most of them are shambolic. No drugs, nothing. I used to know one very beautiful edifice. You will not find people there. You will not find people there.
There's no excuse for that.
There's no excuse
and
for
I think
that.
we should also call the local governments to order, because Lagos is one of those few states where the local governments receive their allocation directly without any interference.
Those ones are not even doing anything. That's the truth. As far as they're not even visible.
They are just building lockup shops. That's what they are building.
You know, I normally say something. I normally say something. You know, we focus so much on the center and the state. But I'm sure many people don't even know who their local government chairman is. I used to know one. Who was in one part of Lagos. After he became chairman, I learned he went to build his house in Ajah or something.
There are some roads that Sanwo-Olu does not even need to hear about it.
Agree.
The local government should fix.
I have Nasiru from Mowe.
Good evening.
Yes, thank you for joining us.
Good evening, Nayo.
Yes. Thank you for joining
Mayor,
us.
good evening, and your guest today.
All right, you're live.
I appreciate this program. I'm just coming in from Ibadan now. I live in Mowe here. Hello? Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Yes. I have to take you people back a bit. I love this program very much. I know Mayor, I know Ayo, I know Otitoloju. People should keep it up. About this power supply is the problem. We know IBDC have problem. No doubt about that. That is not what I'm talking, and that is not what I'm saying. Why will my neighbor beside me, even if there's supply, we have power supply, I will not have. As I speak with you, I can avoid to be on gas on my gen. I can avoid to buy petrol. I have the capacity. But there are some other neighbors that don't even have these needs. They can't take their baths. To get water is difficult. Extremely difficult for them. At times I give water to people when I'm around. The Bible will say, I will interpret it to even the Chinese beside me, Chinese, foreigners in my domain, in my environment, they used to have power supply when this thing is available. My community in Adeson will not have. My community in Adeson, we are in darkness. Personally, people can attest to this. I on light at night. That is the street light for my community. Security, this thing is even security for the community. Thank God the depot in Mowe is trying. My brother, please help us look into this. The minister, I know he is my good brother too.
If you talk to Dr. Dakwa, anytime I pass through Mowe before, they live in another world. The planning of that place, for you to address the problem of that area, man, that is do a lot of restructuring. And finally, now,